My name is Zak Kuhr. I coach the running backs, and I'm the co-offensive coordinator. This is my second year entering JMU.
Coach, how would you?
The running backs are a great, tough group of guys that they show love for each other. They're extremely physical. I'm very proud of them. It's going to be a very competitive group. And going into fall camp, one thing we really want to focus on is just polishing. The three returners, obviously they've had a year underneath of the offense, so we just need to polish technique, understanding the game a little more as far as getting more in depth of schematics, learning defenses, to where now they're 2 steps ahead rather than just 1 step ahead. And then obviously with the addition of Trey Sharp, getting him to catch up, because we're going to need him to go as well. It's going to be a very competitive group, and getting him to catch up with the offense ASAP. So his main goal going to training camp is learning the offense as fast as possible, whereas the other guys, it's just really polishing because they've had a great spring and just getting to learn the offense and the defense a little bit more. I'm a big believer in relating football to real life. I get them to grow off the field with kind of correlating anything we do in the office, in meetings, on the field, with having a real-life job. If you make this mistake, how you get penalized in the real world. In the real world, a lot of times there aren't second chances. How you handle yourself, your body language, your body demeanor, everything I do, I teach is how it translates to once they leave JMU. Or, the NFL stands for not very long, or not for long. That's not being there, it's an F. And just getting to understand that football doesn't last forever. So teaching them how what we're teaching them right now correlates to post-football in the real-world professional world, and also with academics. I'm huge. You can ask all my guys. I don't mess around with academics, and what they exude in the classroom and those habits that they're learning right now in practice, how that betters them on the field just as well as off the field. Because when we take notes in meetings, it's the same as being in the classroom. So I like to use real-world examples and correlations to football to kind of help them on and off the field. The running back's role in this offense is an extremely important one, and kind of something I use to teach them of how important they are is we have this saying, we're either the points or we're the assists. So just like in the passing game, and I don't know if Coach Elliott would agree with me or not, we're probably going to be about 40% pass and 60% run. Now, a lot of those runs might be Vadley, but in the passing game, us protecting Vad to allow him release, and release the ball in a comfort zone and let him do what he wants to do best, that's us giving the assist on the play. If we're running a route, we might be part of a high-low concept where the receiver's the high guy, we're the low guy, and if someone comes on us, right, and opens up the high read, then we were the assist. Or if they go on the high read and we're the low read, now we get the ball, we're the points. So every play we're involved in, the run game especially, it's usually we're the points in those plays, but in the pass game especially, we're the assists a lot of times, but it's an integral role to the entire offense to have a playmaker back there. The last places we were at, having a big-time guy back there to let the offense really open up. It is huge these days to have a running back by committee. A lot of people like to see that number 1 guy all the time, like the Adrian Petersons or the Arian Fosters in the NFL, but that's not the game in college right now, especially what we do, because we go so fast in our up-tempo speed and we like to wear down defenses. Well, sometimes we get worn down because, Adrian Peterson might be running the ball 40 times, but he's getting a 30-second play clock rest in between. Whereas us, we're next one, and that takes a big toll to be able to play at a high level for 4 to 6 seconds of giving everything you got with all your muscles, and then you're only getting a 4-second break to reload and do it again. So it's important to have that group of collective guys that have, like you said earlier, the thunder and lightning, basically, of short yardage back, a back with pass catching abilities when we go empty formations a lot. It's really important to have running backs by committee, and I think we have a great depth in our room to be able to do that. They all bring their own facet of the game. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses, but they complement each other really well, and it'll be extremely competitive. I want to use that word as much as possible. It's going to be very competitive. This school, out of every school I've ever visited, worked at camp at, coached ball at, this school probably is the definition of college life, where you walk around on the quad and there's people playing frisbee and people playing the guitar, and it's just it's so free and so academia based. I love it because I'm huge on that. And the level of football is extremely high. And I think this place, every time I go and recruit, I talk about 4 things you want. You want a high level of competition. You want an extremely amazing environment, college environment. You want to be around great people, and you want to be able to have a job or a plan that sets you up for 40 to 50 years after you graduate. And I think this university just shoots above all the others in all 4 of those phases, with the high employment rate of JMU students, especially with Richmond and Washington, D.C. being the top 210 employment cities in the country, about an hour and a half away each. And then, again, the academics here, they're not easy, but they're extremely rewarding. You get group project work around here, and the level of football that we bring ourselves to, and what Coach Withers wants to do as far as his discipline, his training, how he has the program set up to help you be successful for 40, 50 years, as well as on the field. Everything we've done has been at very successful places, the highest level, the NFL, the highest of the highest teams have won college championships. So it's just a great blend in all 4 phases that makes it a perfect experience for any kid to want to enjoy.